You gotta have divine, it's gonna have to be a divine calling in order for these people to get this truth. Just like it was for us. None of us knew we was gonna be in the truth. We never thought we would know the things that we know now. We're very blessed and fortunate to be in the truth, to understand it. And our relatives just ain't gonna get it. Now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go real easy, because over the years I got a lot more easy with relatives. You know what I mean? It's not a pressing matter to me. Like, you know, I know a lot of the newer brothers and sisters. When your family, you know, you might get a call from one of your cousins. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Hebrew Israelites? You can be all outside, sweating, engage in conversation. And I'm gonna try to keep it civilized, but at the same time, I'm not gonna tolerate no bullshit. You know, what Jake does is they see all these different Israelite groups. They run across some Israelites talking about the white man this, the white man that. We're not that sort. We do say Esau eating the so-called white man. We do get on them for their works and for the things they have done, but that's not our own focus. It's just black and white. We focused on the whole civilization. We focused on the salvation, and we know the Israelites are scattered among all nations, and some Israelites look like so-called white people. So those among the Edomites that look like Edomites, but in fact Israelites, those we concerned about their salvation too, right? But we ain't gonna bend over backwards no more for them than we gonna do for the rest of Jake. Shit, if they can't get it, they can't get it. And I see that there are, I see that there are a lot of Israelites among the so-called white people. There are, but you know what? It's gonna be, the truth gonna be a stumbling block unto them because of goddamn white supremacy. They still think that they're better than us, even when they find out. When white Israelites, so-called white-looking Israelites, find out that they're Israelites, they're going to still try to save the rest of their Edomite. They're going to try to save their Edomite relatives. They're going to try to say that the gospel is for everybody, just like Jake do. You know, just like so-called Negroes do. You're going to try to save everybody. Hey, you got to learn how to be selfish with this truth. This truth is for the elect only. It ain't for everybody. And we can't help the fact that the Lord don't love every single person on the planet. I mean, He just doesn't. He just doesn't. Yeah, that's fire. Romans 11:7, GMS Spiritual Art. I'll quote it. Romans 11:7 from GMS Spiritual Art says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." So only the elect is going to get it. Now, and I know that going into the conversation, because eventually she's going to track me down, because this is a very persistent relative. They're going to call. They're going to nag, but you know, I ain't going to hide. I'm just going to answer the questions. Like, yeah, the Lord spoke to people. Question number one. Number two, I'm going to give it a straight skinny on the Edomites, but I ain't going to go all into it. I'm just going to say that you got to realize that the Israelites are scattered among all people, and not all so-called white people are just white, okay? You got to understand seed line and heritage and how that works. Because I got I got a cousin whose mother is white, and my uncle, who's a Negro, is his dad, you know? And that dude is an Irish Jake. I mean, he looked like a mixed boy, but sometimes he looked like a white dude. When he was growing up, his hair was very curly. He could pass for white, but he's a Jake through and through, all the way. You can see it, be around that nigga. That dude he's a Jake through and through. Somebody says, Yasop, Yaakov, yes, I shared one of your lessons earlier with 5 relatives. Only one respondent said she really enjoyed the lesson and asked me to send more. That's great. Great work. Okay. And I'm glad, you know, wait, anybody that can get the truth, no matter how you look on the outside, we want you to get it. But every Israelite is not going to get it. Okay. And the other nations are just not going to get it. So even though we know that our relatives are Israelites, they ain't going to all adhere to the gospel. They're going to do like my stepdad did. They're going to hear the gospel. They're going to get interested for a minute. Some of them, you're going to tell them certain stuff. You're going to tell them certain Hebrew words. You're going to tell them how to say thank you in Hebrew or this or that. And they're going to follow for a little while. But then after a while, say you're going to steal away that which is sown in their hearts. Or they're going to have no depth of earth. And then they're going to go and live in their life. And then before you know it, they're going to be out of here. They're going to be dead. And you're going to hear about it. And you're going to feel sorry for them like we do. But ain't nothing you can do. Right? There's something, it's bigger than us. The truth is bigger than just us. It's bigger than just us and our families talking to, you know, sitting on the step, talking to Fred, cousin Joe, or whatever. You know what I mean? Cousin Frida. You ain't seen in a long time. Like this past summer, I had a relative come down from DC. And she said to me, her husband's brother is a Hebrew Israelite, and he know about the truth, right? And you know, it's just one of them type of things. Our relatives, our family members, they know about the truth. They've been hearing about it, but you know what? We can't bend over backwards to try to make them get it. The truth is only for who it's for, and we ain't gonna bend over backwards. So if you brothers and sisters out there, you get sudden interest from your relatives about the Hebrew Israelites, you can, like the brother said, you can send them a few videos and tell them a few things here and there. But damn fickle, that Western mentality has over damn near completely absorbed into their brain. So when they hear one, oh, they cussing. Here's your black ass watch cartoons with nudity. You watch movies with cussing, right? Everything you got all kind of, you do all kind of wickedness yourself. But as soon as we say one bad word, you ready to throw out the whole gospel because of a bad word. And that right there are for a perceived bad word. And that's going to be the death of Jake. That's why nobody can get through all of this. You can't get through all the stumbling blocks, the evil spirits, you know, false doctrine and false prophets everywhere, and the Holy Spirit not supping with you. You can't get through all of that. You got to have divine, it's going to have to be a divine calling in order for these people to get this truth, just like it was for us. None of us knew we was going to be in the truth. We never thought we would know the things that we know now. We're very blessed and fortunate to be in the truth, to understand it, and our relatives just ain't going to get it. Now, I'm going to try. I'm gonna go real easy, because over the years I got a lot more easy with relatives. You know what I mean? It's not a pressing matter to me. Like, you know, I know a lot of the newer brothers and sisters. When your family, you know, you might get a call from one of your cousins. Can you tell me a little bit more about the Hebrew Israelites? You can be all outside sweating, bringing out precepts, trying to get them to get it. Come on, cuz, I knew you was all right. You know, and then the nigga gonna disappoint you. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm gonna answer the questions intelligently as I can, calmly as I can. But see, this is a woman you're dealing with too. So you already got added extra emotion in it. I ain't gonna bend over backwards trying to get her to get it. I'm gonna answer her questions, you know, try to give her a little bit extra, see what the spirit say do. And after that, if I see she you know, got a problem, see that white thing, that white man thing is always a damn big ass gap with Jake. It's a gigantic, what's it called? A ravine, right? Like it says in the parable of the rich man and Lazarus. There's a great gulf fixed between us and them. So that white man, that's a big gap for Jake. Jake got an affinity for these motherfucking devils, man. Jake can tell you that if the white man can't go to heaven, I ain't want to go either.